Hello, welcome back to the Overcharge Chatterbox. I'm here to recap the episode of SWV&Xscape, um, Queens of R&B, episode 4, season 1, episode 4. Um, it starts, the first thing they show is Coco working out in the gym. Apparently, we find out as I watch the series that she had gained a little bit of weight, and now that she's lost some weight, she likes to wear a lot of bodycon, so she stays working out. And they paying to Tiny in her home. Every time you paying to Tiny, she in her kitchen cooking something. She love to eat, and I like that. It shows her like a domestic side, but she's always in the kitchen. I don't know. I don't think they said what she was making this time, but she's always like cooking. And her little girl spends a lot of time with her too. She always around her kids. Okay, then we paying to, I don't even want to say her name, Latasha house. And she's upstairs and the husband downstairs putting wine glasses and shit together like they about to have some mimosa. But he calls her downstairs, and of course she come downstairs all dressed up and shit. And he's presenting her with her solo contract as a solo artist, and they're excited about it because it's backed by a big label, which is Motown. I don't know how big Motown is. There's so many fucking movie labels now, but I guess when you hear Motown, that really means something. So he's talking to her, and she's so excited. She feel like she want to be free, like a whole bunch of shit. And so he's waiting for her to sign, and he look happy as hell. Yeah, it's like he's signing it, like it's his damn contract. Okay, and then he asked the operative, "Why this bitch don't never know nothing?" After he signed the contract. She signs the contract. Her husband look at her, and he goes, "So what does this mean for Escape?" Who the fuck talk like that? Well, that's what he said. So, or at least that's what I thought I heard him say. Well, anyway, the question, and then she just, the fuck is that? You know what's gonna happen to them. You about to fuck them. Yeah. Okay, let me not get ahead of myself. Okay, so we get back to Coco, and they at the gym, and they saying how disrespectful that they think Escape was, coming in with some bullshit. And I got to say this. No, I don't got to say it. I want to say it. That's why I don't fuck with women like that. I'm sorry. I don't have no girlfriends. I mean, I got a couple, but I don't really have no girlfriends because y'all be up to too much shit. Yeah, if I had to pick some girlfriends, if I had to pick a group of friends, a group of the girls to be friends with in this fucking series, SWV, you went hands down. Yeah, shit just happens. You let it roll off your back. You get that bag. You find out the shit is important. The shit, they still fucking around on shit that happened 30, 20, I don't know, too long ago to be dealing with. Yeah, and y'all trying to make y'all bag. And then I think Escape was disrespectful too. I really do. How the fuck? I don't care how many. I ain't lying, Candy. I like you, but I don't have no bed. Only time I see your ass is on TV, and I like you. I don't Google you and shit. If you come on the radio or whatever playlist or in the restaurant karaoke, I sing to you. All of y'all. Well, I don't know Candy individually as a solo artist, but Escape as a group. I'm familiar with your music, so I'll listen to it, but I ain't looking at you, and I'm so sorry. I like Tiny too, but I don't even know what the fuck she's saying half the time, and people get offended by that. She has a very distinctive accent, and so do I. I got some country, Baltimore, European shit going on, but that's because I'm from Baltimore, but I lived in the South, and I was in the service, so I got a little bit of everybody's shit. I can say, a little shit over here. Everything got a little twist, and then when I go home, they say I sound country. So I'm just saying, I wouldn't fuck with Tiny like that either. Who would I fuck with in Escape? Tasha, I ain't gonna fuck with you. I like Tamika. Yeah. But she did something in this episode I ain't really like. But that's how shit is. That's why I like SWV. Because they know your fucking friends is not going to make you happy. Your girlfriends, you're not going to be cool with them all the time. But you're not going to be cool with everybody all the time. My fucking kids, they get on my nerves. I mean, I love them, but sometimes your man, they're the worst. You know, I'm just saying, your fucking neighbors, sometimes people do shit, they get on your nerves, but just because somebody does something, don't mean you gotta act on it. So let me get back to what I was talking about. I thought it was funny, too, when Coco said, you know, because they fucking with her about being bipolar, and I love that she make jokes about herself, about her shit, because I do, too. But she was like, oh shit, my ego ain't even showed up yet. She waiting now. I thought that was funny. But I think even though I like the way she didn't have, listen, we can't do this shit this way, then we should, you know, then we ain't gonna do the shit at all. Cause you looking at the wrong, it ain't SWV, it's Escape. Y'all motherfuckers is greedy. I mean, come on, Candy, do you always have to make a profit? Damn, I feel sorry for the motherfuckers standing on the corner. They got a sign up saying he'll give you $5 for a bag of oranges. You don't gotta win. You ain't always gotta fucking win. Maybe that is the win. Y'all co-line, y'all do shit. Maybe it's be the biggest concert your ass ever did. That's all I'm saying. Sometimes you gotta give. And then and Tiny, and why you talk for Tiny? This bitch, she know how to tote a gun and allegedly do a lot of shit. All that shit she do, this bitch can't have a conversation. Come on now. And then, look at all y'all, that's what I'm saying. Y'all don't play fair. Now, all y'all sitting in that meeting. When you know why, Latasha? Do you know why this woman said, yeah, we just do co-billing. Let's get moving on. Let's go. You know why? Because that bitch had been at the house and signed her contract already. She got to go work and do this damn album. She need to get y'all off her plate. And when she was in the studio on the last scene, the one before she didn't show up for, and Candy was like, where your sister? And all that type of shit. She was at the house. Yeah. She ain't thinking about y'all. And then when she showed up to the fucking meeting, she said she ain't had time. You in the first meeting mad at your sister because she came in with some ideas. First of all, you holding up the shit. So at least somebody is over there working on it. And you have said it yourself, you're so busy. I mean, I got a lot going on. Yeah, I bet you that Rocky and that lady shit with that baby that ain't no baby. I don't know, the tattoo of his name on her ass or her back, allegedly. That would take a lot of my time too. You know, I'm gonna tell you how you solve that problem. You get rid of that motherfucker, because that's what I did with mine. I'm just saying. Trust me. Once you do that shit, you in it. So you can't see it like you're supposed to. But you be alright though. I'm gonna pray for your ass. Anyway, I ain't even like when she was in the meeting and Tamika was like, I'm trying to come out of my box and I want to try to be creative. I think that's some interesting shit, because the older I find out, that's why I'm sitting here. I'm tired of doing the shit I was doing. I want to do something different. I enjoy talking. I enjoy people. And my family could give a damn about reality TV, so I don't have nobody to talk to. So I'm going to talk to y'all. And I'm hoping you on here and you don't find you need somebody to talk to about some shit, and I want to be your person. Come live in my community with me. I like to have a good time. I'm respectful, but you over here, we keep the real in reality. In every fucking thing. Well, you know, let's have perspective. Let's do the debates. Let's talk about some shit. I want to make sure. I know I ain't wrong about my shit. Why is somebody calling me? Anyway, we finna ignore that. What's that phone? Hold on, I gotta turn this damn phone off. It's distracting me. Don't you hate customer service people? I hate these motherfuckers. They don't even want nothing. They keep calling me, talking about Medicaid. I don't get no damn Medicaid. I mean, I ain't saying I wish I did. Well, anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I was like, come on to my community and, you know, come talk to me. So anyway, I really think that Escape is tripping. Everything ain't about it. We had to be the #1 building. Okay, if y'all want to talk about motherfuckers #1, I'm nobody talking about y'all. #1 is Beyonce. It's that girl that got that nappy ass red hair. Look like a little Chucky, but she don't got freckles. Ice Spice. Who else they talk about? They ain't talking about y'all. Know what they talking about? They talking about this bullshit about this $30,000 and I don't need hear. I mean, when I get a glimpse to hear the music within the series, that's awesome. But y'all argue so much, I don't even want to go. What they call that shit? It's like Spotify where you go download. So I don't even want to fuck with y'all. Because this is crazy. Because Escape, y'all some grown ass women, and you just do it and see what happened. Probably the greatest fucking show in R&B history. Yeah, because y'all some bad bitches. Y'all, I can remember all them songs in the back of somebody. Well, don't worry about it. Where I was at, but I was doing some shit. Let's get back to the series. I really like Lily. Me and her, except for that dishes shit. I don't like dishes in my sink either, but I don't like to drink out no plastic, so. But I like Lily, and she ain't lying. I tried it. Remember I just said I'm on this computer. I'm on this recording this shit because I'm trying to do something different. I want to try different shit. I want to branch out. And one of my branches some time ago was writing erotica. That shit is hard because you know what? When you had sex, everybody had the same kind of sex. Now unless you just adding other shit to it. It is hard to come up with some shit. Yeah, because that scene that she said about, I ain't never did that with the church and the preacher with his thing coming out by, y'all heard her. Anyway, I kind of discussed it a little bit that Taj is meeting with Tamika. I like Taj too, and I like Tamika. And they had a good lunch. Ooh, I can't eat that shit Taj was ordering. No, ooh. That was a lot of food, and it looked so good. My mouth was watering, but I'd love to have some. But you know, as you get older, as soon as you swallow that shit, once it get past that throat, you ain't no telling we're gonna do that stomach, that blood pressure, that sugar, none of that shit. So she was eating a lot. But I like Taj. Eat what the fuck you want to eat. You paid for it. Then they was talking about how they like to look. And Tamika, don't say that. Don't say you want. Have you Googled what a retired stripper look like? I ain't. I don't even want to see one. But you don't dress like no retired stripper. Okay, but you know, I can't. You say that's your shit. So you know how you dress, but you don't look like that to me. And I like that you're handling the way that you're handling the creative director, that you step it out. I think that's some awesome shit that you going to know. You know a little bit about it, but you want to know more about it. And then when I heard, that's what I'm saying, that's why I like Taj. That is what you call girlfriend support. When she said that shit, because I never even thought of that. She said, wow, what about if you go from directing concerts, or whatever the fuck she said was encouraging. But I did hear this part, to directing on movie sets. I thought that was awesome. I really thought that was awesome. Why are you doing this thing? So, sorry about that. I don't know why my camera won't stay steady. I'm just having my day today. I still got to say something about that. Did I say that already? Oh, you know how when Tamika, we had the first meeting, and that don't get, whoever was in charge of that fucking baloney board, don't do that shit no more. I mean, I feel like you about it though. I wouldn't have gave that shit to nobody. I just be like, y'all can drink some water and we got some wine. I ain't got nothing else. Or we ate some shit. I look like y'all booked a hotel suite or some shit. They probably had something in the refrigerator or at the pantry. But them throwing that meat and like 3 pieces of cheese. You see, Tiny ain't touched that shit, and Candy love to eat. She ain't touched none. She come in the joint with a napkin, picking up some shit, and she ain't need it. Wasn't nobody gonna fuck with that. You shouldn't. You just shouldn't need to put that shit on the table. I'm just gonna tell you. the point I want to get at is when Tamika was talking about how she, the rain and the horses and all that shit. And the first part of that with the rain, Tiny said, "Oh, I like that. That's cute. Ain't corny." How the fuck? That's the only thing that Tamika, that Latasha catch on. That's her comment. When there was something negative said, she liked that shit. All the other shit, she ain't had nothing good to say. But that, corny, all in her phone, she is so fucking rude. Man, I only see how y'all said in the meeting, because I've been like, look, y'all gonna have to vote this bitch out. We're gonna take a vote right now. Out. Should I put 2 hands up and a foot too? Get her the fuck out of here, yo. Her attitude is so fucking stank. And then she gonna say, I used to be the one. This is shit kill me too. I used to be the one that do the creative job. And with me and Steve, whatever the fuck the dude name is. No disrespect, dude. I ain't good at names. Fuck it. Sometimes I forget my own. But she was like, her little confessional. We work together. It's just sometimes me and him. I take that over. Bitch, just the scene after that. You sitting at the scene before that, before you sign your contract, you sitting in a studio somewhere with your husband begging this motherfucker for ideas. And he's like, he don't have his, get your creative juices rolling. That shit ain't his shit. That's your shit. Then when you come to the meeting and y'all start talking about the lineup for the songs, and then I ask you three things. I haven't really thought of it. I got a lot going on. Whole bunch of bullshit, but no answers to no questions. Man, y'all crazy. I've been like, before that girl even started that bullshit about, so where the building going to go? And then you do that shit, and like I said, you know why you did that shit, because you got to go to work on your own shit. Oh, God forgive me. I have some medical issues, so I've been getting some medication, right? And this shit sometimes dries my mouth out so bad. But it causes like a little residue in the corner of my mouth. So I don't want y'all, when I can catch it and see it, I remove, it's just a little, it's like, whatever the fuck. But that's what it is. There ain't no food, no egg, and none of that shit. It's medication. So maybe you'll take it easy on my ass. Well, anyway, she always so fucking busy. And then, how the fuck are you gonna create the shit if you so used to being a creative person and you so fucking busy? What you creating? And I loved it. I could tell it too. Candy, I don't even know this bitch. That's how transparent she is. When Candy said, ooh, Tasha over there, hot fire, mad. She inside just turning. I could feel that shit too, dog. And if I could feel it, well, I got a little bit of intuition. But she was on that shit. So anyway, I don't talk about no food being okay. Now, this, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find my pages in here. Oh, okay. This was another part of the scene where SWV, the 2 ladies, I believe it's Coco and Taj, and they take her, Coco's son is taking Taj out to find her some clothes. And she lets us know she got big titties, 38. She can give me some. And she didn't want all hers. He wanted to get out of school. He go to dental school and he acing that shit. But it's his first year. Usually first year. First year college wasn't hard for me. I mean, it was hard because I was married and had kids. But, you got like introductory kind of like courses. So anyway, he was taking them, I guess, to get some shit for their show to go on the road with. Yeah, it was for the road because it seemed like it was. And while they were there waiting, this Taj's son, she got a son going in college or going, but I know for sure she got one that's out. And he was like, I don't want to go back to school. And she was like, oh, you don't want to go back to school? Oh, I got out of school because my Aunt Taj was explaining her situation, how she had been in school and she was 15 years old. And when nobody ever calls me. I told you I ain't had no damn friends and my phone ringing off the hook. And he don't want to go back to dental school because he could sing. He got some skills because you know he was doing some little scenes in the episode, and he got a nice voice. He's handsome. I mean, whatever. He's attractive. And I like their relationship too. So she was telling him that, you know, go ahead and finish school or this and this and that and other thing. You know, all of us gonna tell our kids finish college and shit. I had my oldest one, he went right to the last like quarter or semester or some shit. He was like, I don't wanna go. I was like, what? He said, I'm not going back to school. Fuck it. That was the end of it. Cause I can't make you do shit. And then I'm gonna tell you this one. She said that she can see that sometimes that shit is genetic. I believe, like, you know, like you got blood pressure. Your mama had blood pressure. One of your kids might have it. This one got, you know, this. I'm not putting that on nobody, but I'm saying some shit is genetic, and I think mental shit is too sometimes. And I don't know about none of y'all or what y'all do, and y'all don't know me, but I will tell you this: my ass has been depressed, okay? And you know, and probably you have too. But when you get in one of them spots where you figure out you just better not to be here, you bad. So don't make that motherfucker go to school. People's mouth is funky as fuck. I don't even see how you can even be a dentist, but that's true. There are really no black dentists in the United States. I think, don't quote me, but I'm telling you, I think the number is less than, maybe less than like 1,500. I'm not bullshitting you. The number is mediocre. I can remember when I was going to college, when I was in school, my major was going to be economics. And I changed my economic major, and I shouldn't. I wish I would have kept in economics. But I didn't find out until after I had switched my major. There's only like in the country, probably like black, first of all, black, probably but 70 of us. And then out of the 70, there's only like 20 were women. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Back to what I was saying. He depressed. He don't want to do that shit. You only live but one time. Well, that I know of. But in that one time, you can have a lot of different type of lives. Yeah, I done had so many jobs in my life. They ain't came up with my shit. I had to come up with my job title. And you know what it is? That motherfucker is a professional job tester. You know one of them? Okay. Hell yeah. Listen, I done changed so many goddamn jobs. I can't enjoy Social Security when it's time for me to. I'm telling you, and then one that I don't like working is that if I get somewhere and I don't feel like it's my purpose or some shit that I can't deal with, I just fucking leave. I just like, yo, this ain't me. And I just even go do some other shit. And that's the great thing about having choices. When I hear people say they went to work somewhere like 35 years, fucking 20 years, I'm like, you got up every day. Not every day, but at least fucking 5 times a week. Went to the same fucking spot for 20 years. That's a long time. Only thing I did that long was only job I've had that long was being a mother. And I ain't gonna lie, it was sometimes I wish I could take their asses back, but I love my family. I love them. They family. So anyway, let's get back to him. So I think that's the right thing. Shove that dentistry shit. And it is true. Whenever he get back into dentistry, he'll make money because y'all know how it go. Some of us. And I was saying, I need a damn dentist. But it's funny how you go to the dentist and you go in there just to get your teeth cleaned, you know, you got a cavity or some shit. And you gotta do that whole fucking workup. I'm like, man, can you just fix my tooth? And then I'm bad at it. And I'm bad at it because I ain't fitting to go till that motherfucking tooth is talking to me. You know, they start talking to you early, you know, eat a little something cold, a little something too sweet, you know. They be like, damn, what's that? Then you be like, oh, I must be getting a toothache. I must have a cavity. Then sometime later, you know, you take your ass to the dentist. You know, hey, this right here, Bobby. Oh, you got a cavity. Oh, fuck, you ain't just got one cavity. You got another cavity over here. So you're like, oh, okay. So they bring you back this long-ass piece of paper, and you say, well, what part of my insurance going to pay? And the motherfucker say, oh, they're just going to pay for your cleaning. There's other thousands and thousands and thousands for your ass. So, you know, I'm like, okay, we'll do that later, but let's take care of this immediate shit now. Then, like I told you, I'll wait till the last minute to go. So they said, okay, we're going to give you a root canal. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And it was like, we're going to go in there, we're going to pull your tooth out. We're going to pull your, we're going to go in there, we're going to deaden the nerve, do some shit to save your tooth. But my tooth hurt so bad. In my mind, you can't save this motherfucker. And I ain't taking it back with me when I go home. So I was like, fuck that. He said, and then, you know, it costs extra to do that shit. So he says, so we're going to give you this. I was like, nah, what are you doing with this? He's like, you're going to take this medicine, and then you're going to come back. Motherfucker, I didn't even want to come here the first time. No, you're going to take it out. So anyway, this became a habit for me over the years. It became a habit for me. And I guess the last time I went to the dentist, it was not too long ago. And I was like, hey, what's the fuck going on? I said, I'm going to get a little bit older. But where my dimples? I said, I used to have one right here and one right there. You can, when I do like this, well, I guess when everybody do that shit, you can see theirs. But I used to have dimples. And he was like, oh, you don't got no dimples because you let a motherfucker pull your teeth out. I was like, what the fuck did my teeth got to do with dimples? He said, man, your gum. See, that's what I'm saying. Don't just tell me part of the shit, motherfucker. Tell me all of it. Because the doctor would have told me the first time I got my tooth pulled that eventually if I do it too many times that my mouth would start looking like a fucking drawstring purse. I wouldn't have pulled my goddamn teeth. If he'd have told me, you get too many of your teeth pulled out, you gonna lose your goddamn dimples, I would have got my teeth pulled. So now, I gotta get some shit. Because I was like, I don't understand what you're saying to me, doctor. And he said, listen, all this shit, this gum shit, that's all muscle. I said, okay, I understand that. And he says, you got to work muscle. If you don't work muscle, become atrophy. I told you I can't say shit. Well, you know, when your muscles you don't use the muscle swell up. That's what's fucking happening to your mouth. I was like, oh my God. What could stop it? He said, what could stop it? Sometimes, not all the time, if you get false teeth, that will help. It'll make the gums have to work a little bit to support, you know, to swell up, to help with the glue and shit, excuse me, to hold up the, hold the bridge in. Or you can get these little teeny things that's ceramic or some shit, or porcelain, and they're like $1,200 little teeth, $1,200 a teeth. And you're supposed to have 32 teeth. And I'm sure one of y'all motherfuckers gonna stop the camera and count inside my mouth to see how many I need. Trust me, I ain't getting them. And then, what else did he say I could do? He said he could do a whole bunch of shit. But I'm just like, they ain't tell you the most important thing. The most important thing is not the fucking aesthetics of my face. Nigga, you ain't got no teeth, you can't chew your food. Especially, you can cut the motherfuckers, man, lettuce, oh my God, I'm eating salad. I'm gonna give me some teeth, I ain't worried about, but I don't want to do all that shit. I'm simple, I'm not like, I used to be, never mind, I'm getting off the subject of I'm supposed to be talking about SWV&Xscape, so let me get down to the bottom of this. There's Angie, make sure I got all the shit I wanted to tell you. Oh, okay. I think I told y'all everything. Oh, it's okay. The last scene that I can recall. Okay, I don't know what they're gonna do with the little boy. He ain't going back to school. It's fuck. You know how much dentistry still cool costs. But anyway, kudos. Whatever he want to do, life is awesome. Just there's certain things that you should do, which is you already know. I don't gotta tell people. Y'all know what the fuck y'all supposed to. You supposed to treat people how you want to be treated, even if the motherfuckers don't treat you right. So whatever. That's the part I wanted to mention. When Candy and Don Juan was talking, that looked a little bit rehearsed. Don Juan, the shit you said, when you was blowing up Candy, you got this, and Tony is that. And you look a little ass kissing, even if it is true, like it was rehearsed, like you went and studied some shit. But like I said, y'all, I don't know about other people, but I don't check for Candy like that, and I don't check for Tiny like that, and I already let y'all know. And I tell you, the only reason why I've been watching this shit is because I want to see SWV&Xscape get together. I want to go to the concert. Y'all motherfuckers can charge crazy for the tickets, but that's what I'm saying. Y'all just keep worrying about the bag, not making history, not being the first black to do this, not just want y'all to do some new shit. And then I just, I know about this YouTube and shit because I look at YouTubers, and I'm just, everybody talking about y'all just dumbass shit. And then somehow another Tamar got into it. That's what I'm saying. That's how you know it's crazy. But anyway, I'm going to watch it's supposed to be the last episode. Is on next week sometime. And I plan on watching it and recapping it. And I hope to hear from you. I hope I hear who you like, who you don't like, what you didn't like about this commentary. Any ideas or suggestions, because like I said, this is a new show. And I'm looking for people that want to come and join this community. So have a wonderful day. And I wanted to say also, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. Thank you. Have a good one. Bye.